Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a $25 prepping haul because inflation is real and space is tight. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But first, hi, if this is your first time here, my name is Ty and I make prepping videos here on YouTube. Specifically, I make apartment prepping and budget prepping videos here. I myself live in an apartment and I am on a budget. And so I am trying to get back into prepping after having been kind of absent from it for a couple years. But anyway, like I said, we are going to be doing a $25 haul. I did buy with specific categories in mind. I have 6 categories of items that I purchased. And I wanted the whole thing to come in under $25. And I think I did a good job in terms of not just staying to the budget, but also picking items that are actually going to be useful. So I didn't just pick up stuff with the intention that everything had to be under $25. Everything is going to be useful. So anyway, here are the categories that I came up with, as you can see. Obviously the first 2 are self-explanatory. Water and food, those are non-negotiables when it comes to prepping. The third category is heat, and so this is kind of like I have in mind for heat, either staying warm or cooking. The next category is light, and so I was thinking in terms of should the power go out. So this of course is going to be things like flashlights, lanterns, and candles. Hygiene, there's there are different categories under hygiene. So there's obviously like the personal care items like soap and toothpaste and those sorts of things, but also under hygiene would be cleaning supplies and items that you would use to keep your space clean, in case of some sort of emergency. The final category is first aid or medical. Now, I have a decent first aid stash, I guess. So there wasn't a whole lot that I needed, but obviously first aid is going to be anything that deals with any sort of illness, any sort of pain, and just staying healthy during potential emergencies. So let's get into the haul. So here's my $25 prepping haul. Now up first, like I said, water and food are non-negotiables. I specifically bought this this package of water. It's about 15 mini bottles of water, but it's purified water. I bought it with my great niece in mind. My niece recently had a baby. She had a baby July 4th, and I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos that I was creating a to-go bag for her. I haven't given it to her yet. I'm gonna go ahead and film it because I feel like I'm dragging my feet with it at this point. So I bought this water to put about 4 bottles in the to-go bag for the baby, because that's what you actually need for formula, either purified water or distilled water. So that's why I bought these, and I'm probably going to give the rest to her to kind of keep in her pantry, so that if they ever, even if they're at home, they can have this for the baby when they need to make formula. In the back there, I got a 3-liter container of water, and I'm just going to put that in my own stash. I do feel like water is one of the holes in my preps. I don't have as much as I would like to. I feel like I want to have a 2-week supply of water. So I'm in the process of picking up water every chance I get. I actually did buy 2 today, but for the sake of this particular haul, I'm only counting the 1 as part of the $25. And so up next, we're moving to food. I did buy these 2 cans of chicken. And those came from Walmart, great value. And then I bought these 2 containers of ramen. Ramen's not super nutritious, but it is super cheap. So for that reason, I'm gonna start buying more of it and putting it in my prepper pantry. Up next is heat sources. So I did get these waterproof matches, and there are 4 little boxes within that big box. I'll probably put one in my to-go bag. And then I got these 2 fire starters. I'm going to put one in my to-go bag, and then I'm going to put one in my car kit. Moving on to light source. I did get these small, this is a headlamp. And it's by Ozark. I have previously, purchased Ozark products, like some of the cheaper ones, and they're not bad for the price. I definitely feel like this might be something you could prep, and maybe for the kids, if you have kids, you could give that to them. I think the light is decent. I did go into the bathroom and turned off the lights, and it did provide a decent amount of light. And I also bought that second flashlight there as well. Again, decent amount of light. And then I purchased from the Dollar Tree these 2 oral care kits. I like that it comes with the toothbrush and the tongue scraper. And then finally from the Dollar Tree, I got these 3-in-1 cotton sets. Like I said, my first aid kit is good, but I didn't have any cotton balls in it, so I thought this would be a good addition to that. So that is my $25 haul, and I'm going to give you a breakdown of how much all of this stuff cost. I mean, obviously it came in under 25, but I'm going to give you specific amounts for each item so you can kind of see what I spent, where the $25 went. So anyway, we're going to get back to that that document with the categories on it, and I did put a breakdown on that document. So as you can see here, for water, I spent $1.84 for the 3-liter Deer Park. I spent $2.50 for the purified mini bottles of water. For food, the ramen for both of them came to $2.76. For both cans of chicken, it was $2.48. For my heat source, the waterproof matches were $4.88. The fire starters, both of them together, came to $2.48. For the light sources, each one of the the flashlight and the headlamp, each one was $1.97. And then the hygiene products, which were the 2 oral care kits, for the 2 of them, it was $2.50. And for the cotton set, it was $1.25. And that was a total of $24.63, if my math is correct. So that's how much I spent on this particular haul. I definitely feel like each item is useful, and it wasn't just like I bought something just to fill something in that category. I feel like each one of these items is actually usable and would be useful in a emergency situation, right? So anyway, that's it for today's haul. Let me know in the comment section what you'd grab for $25. I feel like I can use all the inspiration I can get to prep cheaply, and I think everybody else could use that information as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least found it educational. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.